Hello, Friends of American Writers, and welcome to our December meeting, which once again is being held under COVID conditions, a little different than we would like, but it's a beautiful program that probably couldn't have happened if we were meeting under normal circumstances, as the performers are in different places, in different states. I hope that this program will put everybody in even more of a holiday spirit than you're already feeling. Here to tell us about the program is Roberta Gates.
Hi, everybody. We are delighted to have Ingrid Mikolajczyk and Julia Porché with us today. They are sisters, the daughters of fellow FAW member Ellen Israel, and both are classically trained singers who have produced a special program just for us. Both of these young women are very accomplished. We'll do Julia's part of the program first. As a student, Julia was an alternate soprano for the Arizona Opera Chorus, and she has performed in large venues and festivals across Asia and North America, including the Forbidden City Concert Hall, Carnegie Hall, and Ravinia. A newlywed, Julia lives in Seattle, where she performs with the Bellevue City Opera Ballet, Choral Arts Northwest, and the Dickens Carolers. Here is Julia.
Thank you to the Friends of American Writers for having me. I hope that the program today lifts your hearts and brings joy to you as we begin the holiday season and celebration of winter. To start, I'll sing you a fun, old, traditional, Old English carol. Now, what's all this fuss about wassail? Well, you see, back in the 1840s, the closest thing that we had to centralized heating was a belly full of hot, spiced ale. And so, on those cold winter nights around Christmas time, we'd go caroling from door to door, demanding the master of each house to fill our wassail bowls to the rim. We'd drink to his health, and with a rousing wassail, we'd propose a toast to, well, anything we could think of. Wassail, wassail all over the town. Our bread it is white and our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink unto thee. Then here's to the horse and to his right eye. May God send our master a good Christmas pie. A good Christmas pie that may we all see. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink unto thee. Then here's to the ox and to his long tail. Pray God send our master a bowl of strong ale. A bowl of strong ale that may we all see. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink unto thee. Come butler, come fill us a bowl of the best, and we hope that your soul in heaven may rest. But if you do straw us a bowl of the small, may the devil take butler, bowl, and all. Then here's to the maid in the lily white smock, who tripped to the door and slipped back the lock, who tripped to the door and pulled back the pin, for to let these jolly wassailers walk in. Wassail, wassail all over the town. Our bread it is white and our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee. Wassail! One of my favorite excerpts this time of year comes from A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. As Scrooge's nephew says, "There are many things from which I might have derived good, by which I have not profited, I dare say, Christmas among the rest. But I'm sure I have always thought of Christmas time as a good time, a kind, forgiving, charitable, pleasant time, the only time I know of in the long calendar of the year when men and women seem, by one consent, to open up their shut-up hearts freely, and to think of people below them as if they really were fellow passengers to the grave and not another race of creatures bound on other journeys. And therefore, uncle, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good, and will do me good, and I say, God bless it. We'll dress the house with holly bright and sprigs of mistletoe. We'll trim the Christmas tree tonight and let the lights aglow. We'll wrap our gifts with ribbons gay and give them out on Christmas Day. By everything we do and say, our gladness we will show. We'll dress the table daintily, our finest treasures use, that all that sparkle it may be, and bright with lovely hues. Then for the feasting we'll prepare a kitchen full of wondrous fare, that each from all the dishes rare a favorite one may choose. In the Bleak Midwinter is a carol based on a poem by the English poet Christina Rossetti. The poem was published in 1872 under the title A Christmas Carol. The poem first appeared set to music in the English hymnal in 1906 with a setting by Gustav Holst. In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter, long ago. Godheim cannot hold him, nor earth sustain. Heaven and earth shall flee away when he comes to reign. In the bleak midwinter, a stable place sufficed. The Lord God Almighty, Jesus Christ. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet what can I give him? Give my heart. I heard the bells on Christmas Day features the words from Longfellow's poem, Christmas Bells, which was inspired when his son was wounded in the Civil War. This beautiful poem shares his longing for peace. I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. I thought how as the day had come, the belfries of all Christendom had rolled along the unbroken song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and marks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then pealed the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail. With peace on earth, goodwill to men. Before I leave you all to your festivities, I thought that during such a strange and uncertain time, it would be fitting to close my performance with Silent Night. On Christmas Eve in 1818, a Bavarian priest and his organist composed this song in a matter of hours because the organ was broken, and they needed something special for midnight mass. It was performed that night with voice and guitar, and soon became an international favorite. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round young virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Happy holidays to you and yours.
Thank you, Julia. That was just great. Thank you so much. And now we'll hear from Ingrid Mikolajczyk, Julia's sister. And Ingrid has performed principal and chorus roles in 30 operas throughout the United States, Italy, and Austria. She is a professional soprano with the Chicago Symphony Chorus and has performed at Carnegie Hall, Ravinia, and elsewhere. She has recorded on Decca Records London and CSO Resound labels. And in her spare time, what there is of it, she teaches at the Music Institute of Chicago-Winnetka, the College of Lake County, and elsewhere. Ingrid lives in nearby Glencoe with her 3-year-old daughter. I think we just saw her in one of the photos. And she will be accompanied today by Crystalline Boyer on the piano. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our IT guy, Brian Johnson, for the hours of work that he has put into this program and for all his expertise. So here now is Ingrid to help us celebrate the season in song.
Sweet Mary sits in rosy bowers and rocks her Jesus child. Through the leaves so gently, warming summer breezes smile. And there beside her sings a bird in soft reply. Ah, baby, dearest. Lovely, oh smiling, lovelier still your slumber blessed. Lay your little tired head closely to your mother's breast. Ah, baby, dearest.
Wow, that was really something. Thank you so much, both Julia and Ingrid. I am literally sitting here with tears in my eyes. That was really, really exquisite. And I know that Ingrid is with us. She is tuning in. So if you would like to ask her a question or have a comment for Ingrid, she is here. So is there anyone who would like to ask a question or make a comment? Tanya?
I'll just say it was really beautiful. I was so happy to have a little Christmas cheer as we sit here in our little rooms.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Good.
Ingrid, as long as I see you there and you
Hi.
look like you're actually wearing what you wore on the day of your performance, I was just curious, when did you first decide that you wanted to be a singer?
That's a really good question. I'm not 100% sure I remember. I think I always liked singing, and I sang a lot. I think my Grandma Bain's on here.
Yes.
Hi, Grandma. And I used to sing with her a lot at the piano growing up. And I think that kind of started it. And I joined the Glen Ellen Children's Chorus and sang. And I think that was, even though I think at that point I was a bit into it just as much for the music as going to interesting places and meeting new people. I loved traveling and, going to Italy and doing an exchange and things like that. Meeting people from South Africa and singing together. And, that was as interesting to me as the singing. I think maybe when I was in high school, I got more serious about it. And also I tried other things. Like another thing that we did together with Grandma, I went to volunteer at the hospital for a bit of time. I thought maybe I'd be interested in medicine or something like that. But then I realized I'm really scared of blood and all of the fluids. So I thought maybe singing was the better route to go. And did an opera when I was still in high school, my first one. And I think that really, I think my first year of high school when I was a freshman, I auditioned for the school play and I got Julie Jordan in Carousel. And so I think doing some more performances like that made me think, and I did Michaela and Carmen and some things like that pretty early. So I guess I've always loved music though. I think that's why I can't remember. I think it was always in there somewhere, but I didn't really commit to it until it was time to pick a major for college. And then even then, if I had a bad week practicing or something, I'd say I'm switching to international human rights. And then the next week I'd go back to it or something. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you stuck with it. Brian, I don't know if we can introduce Ingrid's and Julia's mother and grandmother. Ellen Israel is here, I know, and Janet Bain is here also. Hi, Ellen. Thank you for those nice photos.
All of the girls sent those.
Yeah.
So you probably are sitting there beaming with pride, right?
I love to hear them sing. All five are instrumentalists and two sing seriously, but four were in the Glen Ellen Children's Chorus. So we've always had a lot of music in the house, and it's kind of quiet now. It's just my husband and I. They've all moved out.
I'm glad we could bring you this program. So, and Janet Bain. Hi. Can you tell us, I remember that you used to do the music camps for the grandchildren, right? I think you're maybe muted.
Yeah,
There.
She's muted.
Oh, okay. There she goes.
She's still
That's
muted.
okay.
Are you still muted?
No.
That's okay. Yes. I see the little mute button in the corner.
Well, Ingrid, maybe you could tell us a little bit about the music camps that your grandmother had.
Sure. There were themes, often like an area of the world with music theme. And for instance, we do something like Scandinavian song and culture, and there would be music, art projects. Grandma would do individual lessons with each of us. We'd have presentations about the music from that area. Grandpa helped to build a Viking ship for that one for everybody. And we'd raise the flag every morning of that country in the back on a flagpole and sing. We would learn the national anthems and things like that of the different countries and raise the flag and just learn about different cultures and music from all different cultures around the world. And sometimes have guests that they knew from those places come and talk to us about it and talk to us about their experiences growing up somewhere else and living somewhere else. And yeah, it was really fun. I loved it. So, and it was fun to just get together. It was like fun time with all of our cousins and with neighborhood people. And it was really open to all. And I think started a real interest in all different music and different languages and different cultures and different instruments. That was another thing, different instrumental music. And yeah, it was really neat. So.
Well, I can see why you like to travel. It was programmed into you, so along with the music. Are there other questions or comments?
It's Susan Bennett. I just wanted to say, Ingrid, it was just spectacular. And my question is, where did you get your training?
So I started early with lessons and choruses and things like that. I think when I joined the Glen Ellen Children's Chorus. I think started with family, really. So started with family, singing in church, then went on to join the Glen Ellen Children's Chorus. I think my first singing it at orchestra hall was maybe in 3rd grade. So I started singing with like the kids chorus there and singing like Symphony of Psalms and the Messiah and Margaret Hillis benefit concert and things like that. And then went on and kept studying all through high school and did a lot of shows at that point and things like that. I was really into musical theater as well as opera and art song and all sorts of things. And then went on to college. I went to Illinois Wesleyan University, and then I studied abroad in Vienna, Austria. And then I went to Arizona State University, actually with a professor that was connected to somebody that I studied with in Austria. And then he said, "What are you doing this summer?" And I said, "I don't know yet." And so he said, "Want to go and sing in Alaska with me for the summer?" So I went to sing in Alaska and then went to Arizona State with that professor who then moved to Connecticut. So I just kind of followed the path, but went to, I have my master's degree and my bachelor's degree in voice performance and have had several other opportunities and really would then just kind of through connections go where in different auditions, if you win a competition, sometimes they'll give you a concert somewhere or something. And so I had all sorts of training there. And I still study. I've been studying in Chicago with Maria Lagios and with Julia Faulkner. So yeah, I still like to learn, though don't blame them for anything this year. I haven't seen them. So yeah.
What church were you singing at, Ingrid?
That was the Presbyterian Church of Palatine, where I'm the music director. And I actually related a lot to Julia's talk about Silent Night when the organ broke, because our piano, we had the flooring removed this past week. And so right before I made that recording that day, earlier that week, they said, well, we can't put the piano back in the sanctuary. So we were thinking of creative ways to make a recording still, since it was due soon. And I sang in the doorway of the sanctuary at Presbyterian Church of Palatine, and our pianist was in the hallway with the piano around the corner. We were both mic'd so that our technical person could put it together. And it was kind of a miracle of new technology and something I had not experienced before. But I just sung a whole service and sung some other things and taught a lot the week. So couple of things in Oh Holy Night might have sounded a bit tired, but anyway, it was lovely. And I love working there. I love singing there every week. I sing for Presbyterian Church of Palatine, and I'm a music director. So, and we have guest artists coming, like cellists and harpists and things like that, coming to work with us there as well. So it's been nice. Usually pre-COVID, I used to direct the choir, so that was my real job. But now I'm the soloist. I think that's probably more than you were asking, so I'll stop there.
They are lucky to have you. Ida, I saw your face pop up for a second.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, it was just lovely. I just enjoyed it so much. And if it's posted on YouTube, I will have it on while I'm doing things around my house, getting ready for Christmas. It was just, and basically, I would definitely want to hear it all again. I thought it was a great program.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so nice. Everybody's so lovely. I like this group. I want to take you with me everywhere.
I know. I told Julia and Ingrid that I hoped sometime when COVID is over that they could come to one of our meetings and actually have lunch at the Fortnightly and meet a few people. Karen?
Well, you can join. We'd love to have you as a member. That would be wonderful. And I am really grateful for the technology that went into this program, as well as the incredible talent that you two have. And Ellen, how wonderful to hear music in your house all the time. Terrific.
So I see a question coming from Brian and from Joan Gordon that says, what is your favorite opera role? So I will, is that okay if I answer that?
Sure.
So even though I'm not sure I have an answer, actually, I really like singing the Countess in Marriage of Figaro. I really like that, that role. And I think the role that I really would like to sing that I've never had a chance to sing would probably be Violetta in La Traviata. I sing that one for fun in my house. So, yeah.
Well, if there are no further questions, I just want to thank you and Julia again. I mean, this was a lot of work went into this. And I do want to also thank Brian Johnson again for all the work that he did. You have really made our holidays in our little cramped houses so much better. So thank you very much.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. Thank you. And thank you, Brian. Thank you, everybody, for giving me the opportunity. And can I say one last thing?
Sure.
Also, well, I think she's still on here. Marianne. Hi, Marianne. Thanks for finding Little Road to Bethlehem years ago when I was singing at your house and going to your closet and pulling it out, because I didn't know that song, and Marianne introduced me to it, and she's here today. So I just wanted to say thank you. And of course, Grandma, I got all of your music. Like I Wonder As I Wander, I actually use your score a lot of times for that one. So yeah, thanks.
Well, thank you again. And I hope all of you have a happy holiday. And we will see you hopefully at the next meeting, which is January 13th, 2021, a new year. And our program will be about Georgia O'Keeffe. So it was great to see everybody. Look forward to seeing you again next month. Bye-bye.